Right, I think I'm live. I think I'm on. If I am, welcome. Thank you for coming. And first up, I think I need to say that for everyone who's in the US, sorry about this, but the timing is not exactly easy. There's a big gap difference between where I am and where you are. But this video should stay live on Facebook for the rest of today. And my aim is then to move it onto a YouTube channel so it will be available forever afterwards. So that's the idea. If you do come by, let me know, because otherwise I'm thinking, am I doing all this on my own? So leave a comment and I promise I'll get back to you, if not live during the session, but at the end of the session. Right, okay, that was a quick introduction. Talk amongst yourselves a moment. I've just got to check where I am, whether I've got everything I need here. Okay, so this is going to be me, Paul Reed, the teapotmOnk, quick rant, quick sort of unbalanced perspective on the whole world of Tai Chi, and hope you're going to enjoy it. It's not about styles, it's not about schools, it's not about practices, it's about how we apply all this to the 21st century and not 17th century feudal China. So the first thing I'm going to do is remind you that these sessions are just going to be 5 minutes long, which is why I'm speaking rather quickly, and we're going to run down little checklists of things to do and to bear in mind when we're going about doing our practice. And that practice may be Tai Chi, it may be something else, it could be Wing Chun, could be cooking. Whatever it is that you like doing with your time, you might need to think about making that experience a bit more connected from here and here. So I'm going to give you a list of 5 things to run down before you just run and jump into activities. The slogan of our era is probably just do it, that sort of Nike tick business, which sounds very good, but it's not really appropriate advice if, for example, you're jogging. I don't sit there on the sofa and suddenly leap off and go straight into a sprint down the road. No, I take it easy and I allow my body to warm up. If I want a cup of tea, I don't just get a tea bag out of the cupboard and place it in my mouth. I boil a kettle. I put the tea bag in the pot and I let it brew most of the time. Anyway, so it's about preparation. What are the best things we can do to prepare ourselves so we get the most out of the activity that we're about to do? In this case, the form, let's say in Tai Chi. 5 points, run down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm off. So the first one, weight. Oh, and I've got a useful, hang on here a moment, hang on, don't go away. I've got a useful chart here that might help. Weight. Numerically, literally, figuratively. Medical chart, I'll give you a copy at the end, don't worry about trying to write it all down, it's here. First thing you've got to do is weight. That means you just try and shift the emphasis away from what's going on up here to what's going on down here. We're looking for more of a balance. So before you start your form, don't just go straight into it. Allow yourself a few moments for your body weight to sink. And by that means, really just take away the focus and concentration from the head, which has probably been dominating everything you've been doing since you've got up that morning, and allowing other parts of your body to play a role. Which brings us on to number 2, breath. What we're looking at here, he says, going back to his chart, medical chart, breath number 2, numerically, literally, figuratively. See that breath at the end? Number 2, breath, what we're talking about that is, again, if we're in an excited and we're in a sort of up here state of mind, our breath too is lodged up here. And that means the tension and restrictions that go on up here, preventing our breathing from getting deeper and more lengthy. So, what we're doing before we start, thinking about dropping our body weight down. It's all about moving from here further down to the ground, giving the ground a chance to support us. Secondly, breath. Expand the breath. using the diaphragm, belly breathing, all this stuff you know about already. Don't need to go into that. If you do need to go into it, have a look at my courses online. You'll see loads of stuff about how to breathe from the belly using the diaphragm. Third, speaking of mind, let's go back to that chart. Here we are, number 3 already. Can't believe it, we're getting through this so quickly. See that guy at the end? That's what we're talking about, mind. What's mind got to do with it? Well, what you don't want to do is go straight into your form like this. By that I mean thinking about what you've just done, thinking about what you're about to do, thinking about the stuff that's coming up, that's happened, that's going to happen, thinking even worse what the next posture is before you do it. Okay, I'm going to do this movement now. I'm going to shift in this. Is it straight? Is it what about left, right, or right? Do I turn to the right? Do I turn to the left? Let go of it all. Let it drop. Let it sink away. That doesn't mean you have to suppress it or force it or evict it. You merely have to give it your attention for a second, and in that moment of attention, it will dissipate. It will sink back. It will go back a little bit further out of your conscious mind. Bringing us to number 4. Go back to the chart. Where are we? 4. Eyes and ears. There he is at the end, eyes and ears. What do we mean by that? Well, word of warning. When you go into your class and you're about to start the form, don't go inside yourself. Outside, you need to allow yourself to be expressed by your whole body. By that I mean there are people that go into Tai Chi classes. You probably know one of these. They'll go in, they'll start their form. And they'll be off. Their eyes will be closed, their ears will be closed. They will be astrally projecting themselves off to the rings of Saturn somewhere. They won't be aware at all of what's going around them. They won't be aware of the fact the whole class is moving to the right and this person's still in the middle or moving to the left. Beware of cutting off your outer senses. If you can hear noise outside in the street, that's a good thing. Don't let it disturb you, but be conscious of it. The consciousness will keep it back. Similarly, keep your eyes open. Don't close your eyes when doing your form. What are you closing your eyes for? It's about being here and now. It's not being on some other planet, in some other dimension. 5, the last point, and then I'm off. Let's go back to the chart. Touch. Here's the whole chart, by the way. If you want a copy of it, well, get your own copy. Number 5, touch. In the corner there. This is probably the most important part of it. There you are, getting ready to do your form, getting ready to do practice, getting ready to have that debate with someone, getting ready to go to work, getting ready to go to see the dentist, whatever it is, you need to prepare yourself. Right. Preparing yourself consists of these 5 steps. Weight, like I've said. Breath, like I've said. Mind, eyes, ears. Finally, it's touch. Leave your hands down the side of your body. Drop the shoulders. Now, separate the fingers slightly. They're down here. I can't show you on the camera because I'm not that tall. But down there, separate the fingers very, very slightly and place your focus of attention between them. The spaces between them, not the things themselves. It's the space between bits that are the important bits. It's not the postures in the form, it's the spaces between them. I keep telling you. Right. So you're concentrating on the spaces, hands are dropped to the side, shoulders are down, air, breathing's coming slowly. What's happening? Concentrate. You should feel the air move between your fingertips. Give it a go. Go through those 5. Quick, you'll need the chart again if you want to remember it. Weight, breath, mind. Don't think about tomorrow, don't think about the next form, let it go. Eyes and ears, stay on this planet, don't travel in space. 5, touch. Those are the 5 things, that's all you need to do. That's the only thing you need to do. Once you get those right, you don't even have to worry about what it is you're doing afterwards. It doesn't matter what form you're doing, it doesn't matter what school you're working with, it doesn't matter what haircut your teacher's got, it doesn't even matter if they insist on wearing silk pyjamas in the class and growing a ponytail. You can tolerate and put up with all of that if you're well prepared. Okay, that's it. There is no more. Next week, I'll be back with another unbalanced rant. Make sure you've liked this page. Make sure you've given me a reaction of some kind. I'm not doing this just to talk to myself. And what else? Can't remember. Something or another. See you next week. Share it if you want to. Catch you later.